just wanted to take a few minutes to take a look at the brand new teaser of the trailer. Teaser trailer? Does teaser trailer mean that it's teasing the trailer or that it's teasing the movie? In this case, it certainly means that it's teasing the trailer, because this teaser trailer is teasing the trailer that's coming out on July 14th. I guess that's Amazon Prime Day. They're trying to market it all together. So we're going to take a look at this teaser trailer and talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and maybe some of the beautiful. Dan and Michael aren't here. Hard to get all of us together in short notice, so I'm going to go ahead and do this, and we don't hear the deep thoughts of Michael Grumbine or the pithy comments of Dan Coates, so you'll have to bear with me being the only one this time around, but thanks for sticking around. So let's take a look at what Amazon Prime's new Rings of Power teaser trailer for the trailer that's coming out July 14th looks like. So here we get a shot of what I believe the rumor is in Harad. And so we get this body of water, this reservoir almost, it looks like, with a river coming down and a mountain, maybe going over the shadows or looking over into Mordor. Not exactly sure, but we can move on. So it looks like this is Sadoc Burrows, the Hobbit leader of the new Brandyfoot Hobbit clan that Amazon added to the Second Age. And we can see him here. He's looking at some sort of, script, some writing. Looks like stars here. And as we see, the big elephant that... big elephant, Oliphant. No, it's the meteor, right? What is this meteor that's coming down on Middle-earth? And why does it matter? Because none of us who've read anything in The Lord of the Rings, the Silmarillion, the Histories of Middle-earth, the Unfinished Tales, and so forth, know anything about a meteor that makes any sense to this. So this is something that Amazon added. I mean, I guess it's a wizard. That's what people think. That's what I think. Could it be Sauron maybe somehow coming? I don't know. It's weird. And to make this a central point of the teaser trailer seems odd, but you can see here along the side, right here, right there, there's this curvature that looks like, the path of an object. So perhaps a prophecy, something else that tells them to expect this meteor man coming forth. And there we go, Sadoc Burrows saying the only words in the entire trailer right here.
The skies are strange.
The skies are strange. Yeah, so the skies are strange because Amazon made them strange. They decided to add the meteor, and that's apparently the crux of what drives the storyline, at least in the beginning here, is what we're supposed to believe. There it is. The meteor from Valinor. The Valinorian meteor, the Valinorite. That is Gil-galad looking at the sky. And what we'll see here in this entire trailer is that all of these characters are all sort of looking at the sky the entire time. They're all gazing at what's to be the meteor, although I don't think he's really looking at the meteor right here, if I had to guess. They're probably just, intelligently cutting things together to make them all looking up. But it's this swan boat right here that is pulling the Valinor. So let's see what that shows. And there we go. Some of the elves staggered quite nicely across the boat because, they can keep their feet and they never get seasick. They're elves. Looking at the birds. So they're not looking at the meteor. They're looking at the birds. And we keep moving forward and we see the meteor once again. Its trajectory is a little bit lower. It's still tracking across the sky. Oh, but let's go back and take a look here, because here we get Galadriel and other elves, but she's not looking at the meteor, so that doesn't matter. She's looking at the birds, and they're approaching Valinor. So I'm guessing this is the prologue. That's all we're doing, though. We're just guessing. And then here we get Durin the Fourth, looking up, probably not at the meteor. He's probably in Khazad-dûm, perhaps looking up at a human or an elf. Well, an elf, not a human. Looking up at Elrond, most likely, based on some of the earlier images we got in the earlier trailer as well. So this is Gil-galad and this is Elrond speaking together for some reason. Probably what is to be done about Meteor Man, right? Because that's what's important right now. Meteor Man. Who is this Meteor Man? And there we go. They're definitely looking right there, tracking all the way across the sky right here. They're tracking, let's see, that's Celebrimbor, that's Elrond, and that's Rosencrantz, and that's Guildenstern. So we don't see the quarter they're holding, but in any case, sorry. Yeah, they're tracking the meteor across the sky. They get to see it from start to finish, apparently, because, I mean, goodness, look at that. Look at that arc that it's taking. It's like all the way from the east to the west. My goodness. Boom. We saw the whole thing. And, of course, oh, you couldn't have a trailer go on without Erendir and Bronwyn, the forbidden love that we must have because only elves must love humans, and it must be forbidden because real elf love, like, I don't know, Galadriel and Celeborn, who's apparently dead, is what the rumor is. We can't have that, so we've got to have Bronwyn, new character, and Erendir, new character, because guess what? The only elf-human love that you're going to see in the Lord of the Rings in Middle-earth is going to be Beren and Luthien, is going to be Aragorn and Arwen, right? So we're not going to... We're going to have this. Oh, but wait, we forgot the dwarf and elven. Oh, no, that was Peter Jackson's Hobbit. Never mind. We'll forget about that. So, yeah, Bronwyn and Erendir watching the meteor move. Oh, look at that hand movement right there. Oh, she's coy. She's slightly touching his hand. Wow, there's a budding love right here. Some puppy love that we can definitely count on coming forth, looking for some strength from this Sylvan elf. Anyway. Can you tell them a little cynical about this? They must have the forbidden love interest between an elf and a human. To Tolkien, it was so important that elves and humans, like it's not a match made in heaven anywhere except for Beren and Luthien. Like for him, it was a reflection of Aragorn and Arwen, but it was a reflection of his relationship with his wife, and she was Luthien. She was the elven maiden who captured his heart. She was the undying one, right? She's beautiful beyond all belief, and that's who he saw in his Beren and Luthien. Their gravestones say Beren and Luthien, right? And he was the man who would do anything, who would go into the very bowels of Morgoth's realm in order to get the Silmaril to bring it back to his lovely wife. And to denigrate that relationship by having Erendir and Bronwyn drives me a little bananas. This is that tower. I don't know. You remember we saw in the beginning here, we saw the, let's see, we saw this location right here, this tower location with that's the tower that he's in. I'm guessing these are the lands that he's looking at. I'm not quite sure exactly where or what that comes from or what part of Middle-earth that is, but that is definitely from there. We can see that right there. Oh, and this is Tar-miriel, the daughter of Tar-palantir, who was the last good king of Numenor, probably looking at the meteor. Does she follow it with her head a little bit? Yeah, so you can see that. There's some leaves perhaps from the tree there. Do I need to say what somebody's going to say is that she doesn't look Numenorian based on what Numenor should be, but she can pull off the role. Great. I'm just going to say that I hope it's not checkbox diversity, because that drives me a little bananas. It feels like it when Tolkien didn't write that and was kind of clear about how the Numenorians were to be portrayed. However, I will judge when I see it in full. There it is. And here we get... Yeah, okay, so remember when the showrunners decided to say, like, they had to stand on their own 2 feet and they can't do anything that Peter Jackson... They don't want to do any of this fan nostalgia stuff. Like, well, who would ever want to do that? I mean, unless you've got, say, Ents right here, right? And so let me think about that time that Ents were mentioned in the Silmarillion. Oh yeah, it was right in the beginning where Aule and Yavanna were having a little spat, and she needed a protector of the trees, and so she went to Manwë and said, I need protectors of the trees. And so Manwë remembered in the song, he went and sat down, and he remembered in the song that, yeah, that's right, there should be. And so these spirits were called down, and we got Ents, and we got eagles. However, there's no fan service in this series, right? Anyway, they're injecting Ents now into this. We got hobbits, we've got Ents. What else? I'm sure there's going to be... we got a meteor, right? This meteor is super important. Now, it looks like there's definitely... You could say one Ent here, but I'm guessing there's one here and one here. You can see how they move. It's pretty obvious that these Ents are there. I'm going to bet they're not going to play a big role in it. If they do, that feels really, really like they couldn't come up with their own thing, or they couldn't base it. They felt like they had to go back to Peter Jackson's movies and not go back to what Tolkien actually wrote. So Ents, we got Ents, we got Hobbits, we got Ents. Maybe we'll get some Rohirrim. What else could we have? We could have a Watcher in the Water. Maybe we could figure out where that's from. Yeah. Oh, okay. So this is Elanor Brandyfoot. She is the every woman in this trailer, right? The one who we can identify with, because that's the idea of the hobbits, is really what it seems like. So she sees the meteor, and apparently it lands close to her, because this really looks like a hobbit with the sticks in their hair that they really enjoy. And it lands and goes boom. And we get the massive Rings of Power logo. So I am, I don't feel any better about it. I feel like they're injecting a lot of their own things into this. The whole meteor idea, there is no real reason for it anywhere in Lord of the Rings. If you've got, or in Middle-earth and Tolkien's Legendarium, if you've got a good idea, leave your comment below, because I don't know. Is this indicated anywhere in Tolkien's works? Is there this meteor that comes down? I mean, the only meteor that should be falling is Morgoth destroying the lamps of the Valar or something, right? Like way long ago, but not sending a Maiar, right? Sending a wizard. Gandalf didn't come back to Middle-earth in a meteor, as far as we can tell. I mean, I guess they might not have shown it, but certainly he was sent back, and he appeared to Gandalf and Gimli and Legolas. Sorry, he appeared to Aragorn and Gimli and Legolas in Fangorn, without having to descend in a fiery flame with a cratered result. So anyway, I am a little bit perturbed. I'm not happy with the changes that we're making. I mean, I'm a purist. I'm a cynic. I can't say I enjoy this kind of fan fiction where they take what Tolkien wrote and they take the inspirational parts of it, the things that they liked, and they just start injecting all their own stuff into it. Particularly if there's a message in here that's more important than the story, that's going to drive me bananas. So checkbox diversity. Like, we got to have a black elf, we've got to have an Asian dwarf, we've got to have a Hispanic hop, right? I'm just like, I understand, like, if you were to make it so that ethnicities made sense, just like they did in the ancient world here, where you had different ethnic groups in different areas of the world, makes sense. When you start just saying it's a melting pot everywhere, makes no sense. And that will just pull me right out of the story. Not to mention a meteor and another elf-human love hybrid event here. So we'll see. This does not give me a lot of hope. I'm a little concerned, more so than before. But we will see. On the 14th, we get the full trailer, because this is, as I said, the teaser trailer for the trailer. Not the movie or the show. The trailer. We'll see that coming out on the 14th, and I'm hoping I can get Dan and Michael in on that one, and we'll comment on the whole deal. But those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Leave them below, and we'll see you in the next one.